18 Wheel Talk.
Oh, God, you're recording. Oh my God.
I hope we got that.
I hope we didn't.
I hope that came out on the audio.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
Excuse
Oh
me.
God, I hope that came out. I'm gonna have to cut. We're gonna have to cut it right here. I have to pause it. Replay.
So, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show.
That may or may not have started with a burp.
Yes, I am your host, Patrick.
And I'm Janet.
Over there's Janet.
Hello.
We're going to take you on a roller coaster ride of the 18 Wheel Talk kind.
Might get a bit bumpy now and then.
On our road to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Come on, do it. Thank you for joining us. If you got us in your ears,
keep listening. It's going to be fun.
If you like what you're hearing, if we make you laugh, if we amuse you in some way, shape, or form, please leave us a review on your favorite podcast player. 5 stars, baby. Give us 5 stars.
Kind of like a hand.
Like us, hate us. I don't care. Just give us 5 stars.
Quit telling people to hate us.
I'm not. I mean, if they don't like us, I still would love the fact that they would give us 5 stars. I don't like the show, but I'm giving them 5 stars anyways because they asked me to.
And I'm emailing them and telling them why I don't like the show.
Yeah. Email me at patrick@18wheeltalk.com. And I'll take my time answering your question.
Okay. I interrupt this broadcast.
What?
My drink is making me really belchy today. So if you hear something now and then, might or might not be me.
That's your story.
That is my story. And I'm sticking to it.
You interrupted our important podcast show to
Yeah, I did.
That's all, folks.
No, that's supposed to be the interrupted.
All right, well, that's it. See you, people. Click.
Patrick.
That's all we got for you.
This drink is making me belchy today. Okay, so what do you want to talk about? I get asked that today. What do you want to talk about, Patrick?
I talk about anything.
I hear birds chirping in the attic.
But all I wanted to say to let people know that, hey, you know, if we're in your ears and you're listening to us, thank you for joining us. If you're watching us on YouTube, smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed. There's lots of, we got big and badass shit going on. Coming bigger and better. Bigger and better. Well, we're going to try to be bigger and better.
Kind
but
of like my hair. It's up there today.
Hey, it's okay, but you got it under control. There's no like wayward strands.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
I haven't bobbled much.
Hold on. Click. I had to put timer on that one. But anyways, hit the subscribe button, like us, thumbs up, leave us a comment, let us know how we're doing, let us know what you think of the show. And like I said, if you don't like me, you don't like us, email me, patrick@18wheeltalk.com, and in the subject line say I hate you or something like that. So I know that it's hate mail coming in, because I love getting hate mail.
And if they don't like me, I want to know why not. And I want their name and I want their location, because I'm going to introduce them to Maybelline.
No, you keep Maybelline locked away where she is. You just stop threatening our listeners.
I'm not threatening.
You are.
You cannot say that on the radio. You can, or on
we're
a
not
podcast.
We're not on a radio. We're on a podcast.
Or nothing. You cannot
we
say
can.
that.
We can say whatever we want. This is our show.
I don't threaten people. I promise them.
Oh, that's a promise.
It's a promise.
Yeah. Lock it low.
Lock it low, baby.
Anyways, thank you.
You will love us.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate everyone that listens to us. Anyone that wants to support the show, go to 18wheeltalk.com/t-shirt. Get yours. This too could be yours for a low price of. Go to the website. And we also have more swag. If you're interested in getting swag with the logo on it, just go to 18wheeltalk.com, click the support the show tab. End of story. Bada boom, bada bing. Wapow. Sorry.
Okay.
So that's said and done. All right. I won't go into the booby talk.
Thank you.
All right. We'll do that later.
Okay.
I'll segue in the middle. I'm sure it'll go with what we're going to talk about today. So what are we talking about today, Janet?
I want to talk about the news.
The new
and big corporations.
All right. So we're talking big business.
Big business.
All right. Let me fix my headset.
Let me take a drink.
Oh, I don't want to talk about big business. Jesus Christ.
I know. Man, he took his headset off to say that.
I don't want to hear about big business.
I'm going to give it big business. My boot, his butt.
Okay, so we were talking about big.
Hi, babe. Welcome back. We're talking about big business.
Yes. You want to talk about big business and how it's fucking up our economy or taking money away from small people?
That's one on the F-bomb.
You know there's going to be at least one.
That was it.
Two.
That was it for the whole show.
I'm not going to try to curb the F-bomb.
Okay.
It's coming out. So, you know it is. See, I'm the bad side. You're the good side. See?
Zip it, zip it.
This is why you're with me.
Zip it, zip it.
Good versus evil. Good versus evil. Okay? Come on.
Okay, zip it, zippy.
You keep me in check. I keep you in check. I said the F-bomb. You tell me not to. See how it works?
My dad would be so proud of me.
I know he would. No, he is very proud of you and was very proud of you.
Thank you.
He may not have said so, but I know so.
He said so.
So, yeah.
So you sit down and you watch the news on TV or you read the newspaper or you read the news on the internet or on your phone. And I know you do. Don't say you don't.
Well, every now and then, yes, I put on the news because sometimes I feel like a hermit crab and I don't know what the hell's going on outside.
But doesn't it all look the same no matter where you look?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what channel you turn it on. It's all some sort of twist.
Okay, but is it all the same? Are you looking everywhere?
Yeah, I usually, every now and then. I mean, if I want to know about like a court case, I go to Court TV.
Okay.
But we don't have Court TV.
So I thought we did.
No.
Oh, my bad.
I know, right? Damn it. Forensic Files. That's what I've been watching lately. I've been getting sucked into whodunit.
He has totally sucked me into that show.
It's like, oh my God. We went down the rabbit hole the other day. Oh boy, did we.
Him in those rabbit holes, I swear to God.
4 hours later, we just said, all right, it's time to get up and do something.
Thank God it was night. So tell me, what do you know about the country we live in? That,
it's big.
You were born in, your dad was born in.
It's pretty big.
Your father's father, my father's father. I don't know.
You want me to answer this? I think it's pretty big.
Okay.
It's got a lot of people living in it.
What do you know about like corporations and big business and news and all that?
I know it's everywhere.
Okay. So can we backtrack? Tell you a little story about when I was a kid? Do
we have a choice?
Nope.
So then guess what?
Let's go back 1,000,000 years ago.
You weren't born 1,000,000 years ago, so don't go there.
I was a kid in the 70s.
So was I.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah, there was
back the fucking truck up. Back it up. Shut the front door.
There were 4 stations where I lived when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, 6, 10. Well, I grew up in upstate New York, so it was 6, 10, 13. 6 was CBS, 10 was ABC, 13 was NBC, and then there was public broadcasting.
Okay, 19, 25, 31, and 47. ABC, NBC, CBS, and public broadcasting.
PBS.
Yeah, we lived.
Good old Mr. Rogers channel.
We lived in a town.
God rest his soul. Sorry, had to get that out.
I know. The town we lived in, if you stretched it and added a couple small communities nearby, there was 3,000. But you had to add those little towns nearby. Yeah, you had to stretch it a lot.
Well, yeah.
Okay, but
I mean, you got
there was a newspaper.
Roads. There's back roads. There's cows, horses.
Oh, okay. Then there's 3,000 if you add the animals.
Well, no.
We had a newspaper, but it got read. But for news, most people opted out for the Peoria Journal Star or the Chicago Tribune.
Oh, wait a minute. Why did they go red? Why didn't they go blue or green?
Read it as in with their eyeballs, not a color like you're wearing.
I know. That was a joke.
You are so bad. I'm going to give you
just keeping you on your toes.
Okay, so what?
Cheese and rice. Anyways, back when newspapers were red, not the color red, but red.
When they were red with an actual newspaper that you unfolded.
I remember those days.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, actually.
As a matter of fact, it brings up a little side note here. As a matter of fact, the last time I read a newspaper was 9/11.
It's been since then.
That's the last time I picked up a newspaper.
No, it's been since then.
Has it?
We got the newspaper when we lived
in
Mesa.
That's right. Yeah, we did. But I mean, that's the last time I actually read the paper.
Okay.
Not had it delivered because it was free.
I read the paper.
But you know what I mean?
I know.
I mean, I was listening to the radio, reading the newspaper, and hearing about the planes hitting the
I see what you're saying.
The Twin Towers. That was the last time I was actually reading a paper.
That's your last memory of
it. Yeah. Anyways. Of actually physically opening it up and like, oh, that looks like an interesting article. What's this about? Well, let's fold the paper up and read it. That was the last.
Wow.
Yeah. 2001.
20 years ago.
Kyle was a wee boy.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but
That's
okay. It was like.
I know. So when I was a kid, I believed, within reason, what was on the news and in the paper, and I thought it was fairly reliable.
I have to agree with you.
Okay.
Because when I was a kid, you would think that's, if it's in print, it's got to be true.
And same with the news for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So what percentage do you think are believing it now?
Well, I don't know.
60 to 85% of Americans say their news is biased.
They're just saying it's bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not biased. It's horse pucky.
When we were kids, it was only 30 to 35%. Now it's basically doubled.
Yeah, it's bullspit.
Bullspit. Bull malarkey.
Those twin-tongued devils don't believe a word they say. Just saying.
So do you know what changed it?
No, I don't.
Congress.
Congress did?
Yeah.
Why?
They made a law in like 96.
Okay.
Prior to then, big corporations couldn't buy each other out. They couldn't do corporate takeovers. They couldn't buy their competitors. There was a limitation. It had to do with the right to free enterprise. I don't know the specifics of the law exactly, but I know that that's what it had to do with.
So they couldn't monopolize.
Correct.
Which
Congress changed the law.
Yeah.
So then everybody started buying out each other because they could.
Yeah.
And now there's basically 6 corporations running media in America. 6.
What?
Yeah.
Only 6.
Only 6.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Disney's got to be one of them.
Yep.
Disney bought ABC, so they're no longer. Well, they're still there, but they're under the Disney umbrella.
Yeah, it's a big umbrella.
CBS.
Yep.
I can't think of it. Fox. But I think Fox is owned by somebody, though, isn't
Fox is owned by someone else. Comcast.
Okay, I've heard of Comcast.
News Corp. They own Fox.
Okay.
And ATT. They bought Time Warner.
And Viacom.
Oh, I forgot.
Viacom was another one.
So Viacom, ATT.
Because you said Comcast, and that reminded me about the Viacom. I've heard of Viacom as a
itchy nose.
Big business.
Okay, so Viacom, ATT, CBS, Comcast, Disney, News Corp. There's the 6. Yeah. He's doing this. You have too many fingers.
I just wanted to make sure that
they control like 70% of what we see on TV and cable and satellite and everything.
Yeah, in other words, they program us.
And there's like 3,700 other companies that do the other 30%.
All right, so those six big businesses do 70% of the broadcasting in America. We're fucked.
Okay, so wonder why you can't believe them. Those 3,760 whatever small companies, unless more have been bought out since I did the research, control the other 25 to 30%.
Sorry, so the 3,000
something.
Anyways, those little mom and pop companies are telling the truth. And the 70% of the big businesses, the big six, we'll call them, are lying through their asses.
I would believe the mom and pops before I would believe.
I would too.
Yeah, I'd believe those 3,700 whatever before I'd believe the big six.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Okay, so think about. I mean, but the numbers change all the time because those 3,700. It's just like with other restaurant chains and grocery chains. It's all getting bought out, man. It's
Yeah.
So how long before the big six is the big four or the big three, or until one company owns it all? Who's going to win the big fight?
That
Put them in a boxing ring.
It won't happen because Congress won't let it happen because they got the laws passed so that you can't be a monopoly. And if you start to become one, they're going to drop a hammer on you.
But they've already monopolized it.
How?
Because there's six of them.
It's not one.
Okay.
One company can't own it all. That's a monopoly.
Well, you talk about that, but in radio, okay? In 1995, no company could own more than 40 radio stations.
Okay.
Okay. Clear Channel Media.
Okay. Yeah.
They own, when I did the research.
Oh my God, they own a gazillion. It's like almost, it seems like every third radio station I turn to is Clear Channel.
More than that. 1,207 stations.
Holy
in 201
shit.
markets, and there's only 287 markets in the U.S. And in some of those markets, towns and cities.
I got to pull my hat down. You're not
numbers. I'm a numbers person.
My brain's going.
Okay, but in some of those cities you go to, they own every station in town.
I believe it.
But if you think about it, think about what they own in the Albany, New York area. Remember, you go up into Clifton Park and there's that little plaza and you go into one building and like almost every station in town is in that one door. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, well, those two are competitors.
Yeah, it's like Flight 92, 100.9.
There's a bunch of them.
107.7.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You name it. They were all owned by Clear Channel.
Yeah. Well, you know who owns Clear Channel?
I used to know.
Oh, come on. We're on it.
iHeartRadio. I'm like, wait, we're on it.
iHeart.
Yeah, yes, you could find 18 Wheel Talk, a podcast show on iHeartRadio.
Clear Channel.
We're part of the big biz.
Yay, I think.
Hey, I don't give a shit as long as people are listening.
Now, I don't know if Clear Channel was bought by iHeart or if they combined or if they changed their name, but Clear Channel.
That's why
Clear Channel is iHeart.
Now it makes sense because every channel, even the ones here, are saying they're an iHeart Radio media.
Yes, iHeart Radio.
Makes sense. And 90% of the damn radio stations can be heard on iHeart Radio. So now
all
it makes
the big country stations I like that I listen to on my computer, I listen to iHeart. Mind blowing, I know.
And I didn't need a gun to do it.
Okay, so that's just like the tip of the iceberg, though. We just talked about media. That's just like the tip of the iceberg. I mean,
okay, so
corporate America's taking us over.
But you got iHeart Radio, and then what?
Well, think about corporate America taking us over bit by bit.
But it's just, I mean, yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
You think I'm not? You don't think I'm with you?
I wasn't sure.
I'm with you.
Oh, okay.
I'm with you. Not without you. With you.
With me.
All right, come on. Let's do this. High five.
High five.
All right, good. You're doing it good. You're learning.
Okay, corporate America.
Yes.
Taking us over bit by bit.
That's what we're talking. Little bits. They're biting us.
They're biting us in the behind. Talk about food giants.
Nipping us in the butt.
Talk about some food giants, okay?
All right, grocery stores. All right.
Okay.
That's a big business.
Okay, a lot of grocery stores are a subsidiary of. For instance,
they're subsidiaries. In other words, they're smaller things of the big biz.
Kroger.
Okay, Kroger. Yep.
Owns Fry's.
Yep.
Owns Smith's.
Okay.
And a bunch of other smaller chains across the U.S.
Okay.
You can go to find a Kroger store in almost every state in America, I would guess. I know that we found them back east. I found them in the Midwest. I found them in the Southeast.
They were in the Southeast. The Northeast.
I grew up with them in the Midwest.
Well, the Northeast was more of Golub.
Yes.
Golub Corporation, whether or not they were a part of Kroger or anything outside of the Northeast, Golub Corporation, which was Price Chopper, Market 32, you name it.
But see,
I'm with you. I get it.
But then the other one out here is the Albertsons chain that is taken over with another company.
Safeway
Albertsons. They own a bunch of small chains too.
Now, who owns who? Safeway own Albertsons, or Albertsons own Safeway?
I think Albertsons own Safeway.
Didn't you check it in your research?
I don't remember.
What the hell?
I forgot to write it down.
And you expect us to believe you?
Hey. Okay, but that's just like
I'm just giving you crap, honey.
Well, that'll teach you.
Yeah. All right. Well, hold the phone for a second. Doors are ringing.
Okay.
And we're back.
I'll interrupt us.
I don't know. Frankie's hearing the doorbell ring and decided she had to get her 2 cents in about the grocery stores. Maybe she's hungry.
No, it's not. Well, maybe.
I don't know, because I went to the door. There was nobody there. Maybe she rang the doorbell.
Yeah. She's getting pretty smart, that one. So we were talking about food. Speaking of hungry, we were talking about food.
We're talking about food. I mean.
So let's move on from grocery stores and talking about production companies.
We were talking about food.
Yeah, but we mentioned grocery stores.
Yeah, and
I was just going to talk about some of the big production companies is all from the grocery stores.
Well, I remember you and I were doing some research, and we got talking about how Nestle had made, I forget how much money as a company.
93 million something.
I mean,
1 year.
Yeah, and Nestle makes a lot of food. They got their hand in a lot.
So part of what brought this podcast up is we watched that show, Food That Built America.
I know, exactly. And that was the whole point of us. We were like fascinated by that show. Another rabbit hole we went down one night.
Yeah, a rabbit hole. So yeah, they made like $93 million, a little over it, in 1 year. And they're not even that's just one.
That's just Nestle. That doesn't include Kellogg's, Post, General Mills.
Yeah, they've got
there's some more. There's some more big boys right there.
Yeah.
I keep hitting my microphone.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I keep hitting my damn microphone.
Mondelez International. Most people don't know that name.
Got it.
But I'm pretty sure that they know the names of Kraft and Nabisco.
What?
Yeah, Mondelez International is number 9 in the top 10.
They're
the owner of Kraft and Nabisco.
I thought Kraft was owned by somebody else.
No, Mondelez International.
Mondelez International owns Kraft
and Nabisco.
Okay.
But there's some big numbers here. I mean, Pepsi.
I know,
these are all 1 year, 2019 numbers.
Well, I know Pepsi's a big brand, and they own a lot.
Yeah.
Pepsi owns Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, PepsiCo Inc., which is
Pepsi.
Which is Pepsi. Now I used to work for Pizza Hut back in the day, so I know that they own Pizza Hut
and Taco Bell.
They own Taco Bell,
Kentucky
Fried Chicken. So I mean, they got their hand not only in the beverage market,
they got fast food,
but they also have fast food, and that is why those 3 fast food chains sell Pepsi products.
Yep.
They don't sell Coca-Cola. Makes sense because they're owned by Pepsi. You don't serve the competitor at your store.
This is true.
I'm just saying.
I know. What are you saying, Patrick?
I'm just saying that I kind of regret not. When I was working for Pizza Hut back in the day, my daughter was Wasn't born yet. So that was 91 when I was working 2 jobs. I drove a forklift from 5 o'clock in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon. I worked like, it was a strict 8-hour shift.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, 6 to 2:30. Was it 6 to 2:30? That's 8 hours, right?
Yep.
Don't make me take my shoe off. You're the math whiz.
Yes, 6 to 2:30.
All right. So from 6 to 2:30, and then I used to work like 3:30, 4 o'clock at night to 11, 12 at night. And
Okay.
I did that 6 days a week because I had a kid on the way.
Yeah.
So
You do what you gotta.
So for the first year of my daughter's life, all I had for dinner was pizza and didn't gain a pound. I ate pizza.
It took me to do that to you.
Every night and breakfast. No, it didn't. It took me quit smoking. I smoke like a fan. Ooh. I think at one point in my many careers, I was up to, in the 32 years that I used to smoke, I was up to three packs a day. Three packs. And then I said, no, that's it. I quit cold turkey 6 years ago. Thank you. Leave me a review. If that's impressive, leave us a review. 5 stars. I will do anything to get reviews. If people will leave us a review, and I don't care. Pick a star rating and leave us a review. Like us or hate us, I don't care. Just give me a review.
There you go.
Tell me how we're doing. See, I got on the bandwagon.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
on the list,
I see all these podcasts with reviews, and it's like, unless I get on my hands and knees, put my hands together, go, please leave me a review. I'm not going to beg for them. I'm just going to say, hey, come on, leave me a review. Leave us a review.
Please.
Tell us how
Shameless
18
plug.
Wheel Talk podcast show enlightened your day.
I got an enlightenment for them.
Yeah, what's that?
Jbs Foods.
Okay.
Out of Greeley, Colorado.
Now, who is Jbs Foods?
They're the company that did $49 million, almost $50 million in sales.
Okay, who are they?
They own Swift Meats.
Swift
Foods.
Oh, Swift Foods. Okay.
They own Pilgrim Foods, Great Southern Foods, Primo Meats, Moy Park Meats.
Okay. All right. So they're more JBS is more like meat.
Yes, Black Angus beefs, beehives.
That makes sense because they're out of Colorado.
They own lots, and they own a lot certified Angus. They own stuff up in Canada. They own stuff in Australia. But this is just their American side that made $50 million.
Wow.
Everybody knows Tyson.
Yep.
Yeah, $40 million.
Tyson Foods is a big glomerate. So
the next one,
Mars.
Yep.
Mars candy bars.
Archer Daniels Midland.
Okay.
Everybody knows ADM.
Of course. Well, not everybody doesn't know ADM. You want to enlighten us why everybody should know ADM, Miss Chicago, Illinois?
Why? You tell me.
I'm asking you. Why should everybody know who ADM is?
Because they're out of Chicago.
Exactly. Only Midwesterns know what ADM is.
No, but ADM, you see their trucks all over the U.S.
Where?
They haul grain out of Albany, Port of Albany.
Yeah, what do they look like?
They're grain trucks.
Okay. I never saw an ADM truck. I see a lot of I see a lot of grain trucks, but they don't say ADM on them.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah.
White with a green and blue stripe.
Oh, okay, those trucks.
Jack drives for ADM.
I was teasing you.
Oh, I'm like, I know you've seen them.
I know you've seen them, damn it. Got you to swear.
I didn't swear. You did.
Bull. You even wrinkled your nose at me. 18wheeltalk.com/YouTube to watch it.
Okay, so Mars, everybody knows Mars.
Everybody's had some sort of Mars candy at some point.
Yep.
Because I forget how they came about. It was Mars, and Mars makes the M&Ms, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Mars bars.
And who was the other candy?
I don't remember.
Oh God, it slips my mind. But they were going. One was buying chocolate from Hershey.
Oh yeah.
Mars got started by buying chocolate from Hershey.
Yes.
That was weird when we found out about that because I think the vice president of Hershey left Hershey to go be with Mars or That's how Mars got started. But there was something else. There's another candy conglomerate in there that was buying from Hershey, I think. Maybe I got it all screwed up.
It's something like
that. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch the tape.
Yeah. So Cargill does food and beverage also, and they do mix or joint ventures with Nestle.
Okay.
I don't even know all the products because they have so much. They have beauty products and carbon solutions, and they do food and beverage. So they do a little bit of everything. They got like the fingers in everything. Yeah. Pharmaceuticals.
Of course. I mean, a lot of companies try to get their hands in everything.
Yep.
You got to diversify.
Now, here's what's weird is because this was a food and beverage list, their food and beverage section was 32 million, but Cargill as a whole, when you add everything in, was $114 million in sales.
Wow.
For the 1 year.
Well, it's like Wrist Trucking.
Yeah.
They did oil and food.
Yeah. Do you know why I know that?
Because you worked for him.
I worked for him. I hauled oil.
That's why I said it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
ARG.
used ARG. Wrist Trucking.
Yep.
Was the hauler for Hannaford Foods.
Yeah.
In upstate,
upstate New York,
in the Northeast. Anyways.
Yes.
So another grocery conglomerate.
Speaking of groceries, Kraft Heinz, Chicago. Heinz, yeah, 26 million in sales.
There's your Mondelez International. Oh, another Chicago breed.
Mm-hmm. And Smithfield Food. Who doesn't like a Smithfield ham?
Those are good.
Shameless plug for them. I like them, man. They know pork.
I like ham.
Smithfield pork. You gotta love it.
I like ham, especially when Janet makes it. It's really good. Yeah.
Thank you, darling.
She makes it yummy. I don't know what she'd do to it, but
So that's just the top 10 big.
That's just like
corporations,
and that's just food.
That's just food
and radio, radio and television. Excuse me.
TV, radio, food.
All right, so I know what's next.
What's next?
We didn't talk about the big box stores yet.
Like who did what?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know. All right. I know a little bit about a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. I know. When I was growing up, there was Kmart.
There's like maybe 5 or 6 still open in the U.S.
I don't know how many are, but I know that they
few and far between.
They got bought. They either bought Sears or they got bought out by Sears. One or t'other.
But they're both pretty much gone.
Sears Kmart, I believe.
Yeah, and they're both pretty much gone.
Yep. And then there was growing up. There was Woolworths.
I loved Woolworths.
Montgomery Wards.
Oh yeah.
Everybody used to call it Monkey Wards.
Yep.
They're still around, but only Cadillac.
Only in Cadillacs.
Catalogs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I buy through Wards
and
online.
I think Finger Hut has been around forever too, but I don't think they're not a big box store.
Yeah, Finger Hut I don't think has ever been in a store online.
No.
I mean, except online.
Yeah, no, that's why I said
S&H Green Stamp stores was kind of like the predecessor to Finger Hut.
Okay, but that's what I know. Those are the 3 big ones when I was growing up: was Kmart, Sears, and Woolworths. Woolworths and Montgomery Wards, and there used to be a Bradley's.
I hear birds chirping.
That's just in your brain. Oh,
because I've never heard of Bradley's.
No, it was kind of like a Woolworths or Montgomery Wards. It was
okay.
It was it was like I think it was like pre-Walmart. I don't know.
Okay. Well, there's other companies that went out of business.
Like, like
Oldsmobile.
It was around and gone. Well, Oldsmobile's still around.
Are they back?
I forget. Well, it was.
Yeah, they were gone and now they're back again.
Yeah,
they did disappear.
Pontiac owned them, right? Pontiac.
Yeah.
Oldsmobile. That's a Chevy.
It was Chrysler Plymouth Olds.
Chrysler Plymouth.
Chrysler Plymouth Olds when I was growing up, and then they disappeared.
Now it's Chrysler Plymouth Jeep.
Yeah, Chrysler. Then everybody bought everybody.
Jeep.
They used to all be separate, and then it became like 3 big companies. But that kind of sets the scale on what you do and don't know about where America's going. It used to be like, well, like just cars. It used to have Chrysler was a company.
Yep.
Plymouth was a company.
Yep.
Oldsmobile was a company. Jeep was a company. Dodge was a company. Ford, they were all separate
Ford,
companies.
Chevy.
And now it's like you go to a dealer and they've got 5 different things on the same
They
lot
own,
because
they got their hand in
everything.
You know, it's like Chevy, GM, you know.
Yeah, it's
Ford.
You don't see it in the news.
Ford, Chrysler, Plymouth.
Yeah, no.
Jeep.
Ford does not do Chrysler.
No, I thought it was. I'm just rambling.
But you don't see things in the news, not the major network news, because it's not newsworthy when another mom or pop store or even almost like a big Kmart or Sears drops to Walmart or a Kroger or Nabisco or Kraft. Who knew they were bought out by Mondelez International?
I didn't. I thought, like I said, I thought Kraft was Kraft.
Kraft was Kraft and Nabisco was Nabisco.
And yeah, exactly. And
they're still on our shelves.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's like,
oh, did you see that? I did the head bob.
I know you did.
I did the whole head bob, and they're still on our shelves.
Jab, right cross, uppercut. Fraser's down. Fraser's down.
Yes, that's right. But it's like, it's just because it's not newsworthy. Oh, Kraft was bought out by Mondelez International and other.
Well,
news.
I mean, if the baby bird buys out the big conglomerate, then it's big news.
Yes, but that's not what's happening.
See, I used to work for a company that doesn't exist anymore. I used to work for Browning Ferris Industries, which was BFI, which was Better Food Inside.
Okay, you can call it that.
Okay. Browning Ferris Industries. Okay. It was a garbage company.
Yeah.
It was mob owned. I didn't give a fuck if the mob owned it, just as long as I got a paycheck.
Yeah. Treat me fairly.
Listen, I can dump garbage all day long. I don't care as long as I get a paycheck at the end of the week for my work. I'm okay with that. And I paid really good. Well, they got bought out by this guy, who got bought out by this guy, who got bought out by this guy. And I used to keep an eye on, who in the top 100 was. My last company I worked for was in the top 100 company. Hell, it was a top 5 company, multi-billion-dollar company, but couldn't pay their fucking employees shit. Anyways, that's a podcast of another nature. Anyways,
so let's talk about other things.
I had a point here.
Yes, go ahead. Which point?
The number 3 guy bought the number 1 guy.
You notice which finger I didn't put up.
Bought the 1
3
guy.
bought the 1.
So like I said, when that happens, that makes big news.
Yes,
that's all I was trying to get at. So I mean, I was around working for a company that, and I was like, hey, holy shit, the number 3 guy bought the number 1 guy. What? Just saying.
Yeah, but when the big guy bites the little guy, it's just swept under the carpet. Nobody notices.
Yeah,
how many corner stores get bought out by big shops?
Exactly. Hey, what happened?
And then suddenly it's an apartment complex or a parking garage.
Hey, what happened to Joe's Corner Store?
It's a parking garage now.
What? Oh, man, I so miss Joe.
Yeah. So other not newsworthy type items are things like, did you know that 178 million unique users read Time Warner News every month? Time Warner News.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Well, people talk about, I get my news from Dig. I get my news from Tumblr. I get my news from Reddit.
I get my news from Instagram.
Okay. Time Warner News readers.
And Facebook, my Facebook feed. That's where I get my news from.
Time Warner. Let me finish, Patrick. Patrick, don't make me smack you. You've made it this whole podcast without me smacking you.
It's not the first time. It sure as fuck ain't going to be the last time. I told you. I knew it.
That's twice for the F-bomb. Okay, so Time Warner, the people that read their news or get their news from Time Warner, read it. Mm-hmm. That's twice the amount of the other 3 that I mentioned: Dig, Tumblr, and Reddit.
But
3 times. That's 3 times the amount of Google News.
Okay, but now you're talking Time Warner as in
their news division.
Okay, but Time Warner got bought out.
Well, yeah, but I'm just talking about Time Warner News Division.
I forget who bought Time Warner.
I don't know, but News Corp.
I don't know. Time Warner doesn't exist anymore. It used to be a cable company in New York.
Yeah, but it's not. But
I know.
News Corp.
Time Warner was a TV channel, wasn't it?
No.
I thought it was.
What was it? No.
Time Warner
was a cable company.
Yeah, but Warner Brothers. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm sorry. My bad.
They were a movie company.
Warner. Yes, I know. That's why I said I got confused. It doesn't take much to confuse me. I'm sorry.
And now we take a prayer break for Patrick.
Oh, bless me, baby Jesus.
So what I'm trying to say.
I need alcohol and drugs. Sorry.
News Corp owns the top newspaper on 3 continents.
Okay.
The Wall Street Journal, the Sun, which is in England, and the Australian, which also owns Fox Sports Australia.
Of course.
Over a decade ago, News Corp avoided $875 million in U.S. taxes alone.
Huh? Oh, because they shipped everything out overseas.
No, they're able to avoid the taxes.
How?
Oh, taxes gets better. I wish I knew.
I know. I was just gonna say.
Okay, but
you did all this research. You don't know how yet.
But that's double FEMA budget, and that's enough to fund the NPR for over 40 years.
That's crazy.
Okay, so you ready to update what you should know about America?
What?
Okay.
Okay, all right, come on. Crack your knuckles.
I cracked my toes.
Let's
Does that work?
Let's do it.
First off, 60 profitable Fortune 500 companies paid no taxes at all on a total of $79 billion in profits in the year for the year 2018.
Okay. Then 2019.
Those were companies like Amazon and Netflix.
Oh, the rich only stay rich because they avoid the taxes.
They should have paid a collective $16.4 billion in federal income taxes.
And people wonder why our deficit is the way it is.
And instead, they received a net tax rebate of $4.3 billion in rebates.
Like I said, and everybody wonders why our
companies or our country's messed up.
Why the country's in such debt. Because they're just printing money.
So Senator Bernie Sanders, like him, hate him, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Bernie.
He was a candidate for 2020 Democratic National presidential nomination.
Sorry.
On Twitter, he stated that the $119 that people like you and I pay for Amazon Prime annually for, our perks like 2 day
it's like so much a month. Yeah.
It's $119 a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than Amazon paid in taxes last year.
Damn. Well, that shit does add up.
Okay. Amazon alone has a tax rate of -1%.
Why?
Their expected rebate this year on the taxes for 2020 is expected to be $129 million. And yet, when questioned about it by the TV show Money Watch, they balked about it.
Balked? They were like,
yeah, they didn't want to talk about it. They were like, you can't be asking us that type of stuff.
Well, why not? It's true.
It's
ridiculous.
Yeah. -1%. 129 million.
That's it. I'm going to boycott Amazon. No, I can't because they got good shit. I'm sorry. Good shit, decent prices. And I can have it here today if I want it.
And they do have a lot of small companies that sell stuff through them, but still 129 million in tax rebates.
I know that's
ridiculous. Pay some taxes.
Now you know why Bezos is so goddamn rich, okay? And he started out selling books. This guy's, man, I just want to pluck his brain. How did he do it?
I like that his wife got so much of the company when she left him.
4%, I heard.
Big bucks.
That's big bucks, especially for a multi-billion-dollar company. I think Amazon's worth what? 250 billion, something like that.
Something like that.
It's crazy.
Going on 300 billion.
All I know is he was worth a lot. Now he's not worth so much because Mama got 4% of it.
4% is nothing.
I know, but 4% of 300 billion
is something.
Woo-hoo. She ain't got to worry about money now.
Okay, so
I'll take 1%.
I'll take 1% of 1%.
I'll take half of 1%.
Yeah, right.
I'll take half of 1%. Just saying. I'll take 0.25000 of that money.
Okay.
And I could survive on it because that's more than I'd ever make running my ass off in a truck.
So,
sorry, didn't mean to sidetrack you.
Where do you get your news, and how do you tell if it's real?
I get my news from the local people, and I hope that they're, when there's a police shooting, they're telling me that it was honest and just, or they're not bullshitting and telling me a story like
a setup.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because I've talked, I talk
like
to
some
people.
Conspiracy theories.
I talk to people. I mean,
What? You? No. Stop.
I'm going to get you for that.
Mm-hmm.
You shall pay, Patrick.
I'm not scared.
I ask people questions because I want to know their opinions, and I want stuff from my blog and our podcast.
Yeah, I know.
This is where some of this stuff comes from.
I know.
And I have had answers like, I get everything off the dark web. How do you even get on the dark web?
It must be at www.darkweb.com.
I don't know. I wonder who owns that.
I don't know, but they're making big bucks. They gotta be.
Or I get everything off of Reddit.
I bet you they make a lot of money on Google ads.
Yeah, right. I know someone who gets all their news off of Reddit. I'm on Reddit, Reddit. I'm on it.
Hey, you know what?
I don't get my news from there, but I'm on it.
Believe it or not, if you could read an RSS feed, we're on it.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying.
But Reddit, Tumblr, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, I'm on all of them.
Yep. We're on
the
some
only one
of those.
I'm not is Dig.
It's like 18 Wheel Talk is on Twitter.
I'm on VTech.
Yeah, you're on the Russian Facebook. Come on. I don't know how that works, but
just very carefully. They can read English.
So 18wheeltalk.com, 18 Wheel Talk has their own website. Plus, we do a Twitter and an Instagram.
Yes.
I steered away from Facebook because Facebook kind of takes away. They took away a lot of the power.
Yes.
They snatched it away. It used to be good for groups and posting. Not anymore. So I was like, when we started, I said, I'm not going to make a Facebook page. I am not going to, I'll post on my personal Facebook page, but I won't, no, I'm not going to make an 18 Wheel Talk page because it's too much work.
And the reason I have a Facebook page for my blog is because I had a business and I have the same page that I've been using. I didn't change. I didn't start a new Facebook page, anything. I just kept up with the one I had.
Yeah.
So I use that one for my blog. So when
that said,
everyone has their own source on what they choose to believe for news.
Mm-hmm. I choose CNN.
And like I said, my manicurist swears by the news on TikTok. I've been on TikTok. I have yet to see news.
Maybe you got to search news.
I don't know. I just think the videos are too funny.
Yeah.
Fathers dancing and
not me.
Meggings and stuff and
not me.
But when you're looking at your news or you're looking for a new news source, don't just consider your own agenda. Like if you're saying, I can't believe a thing I see. Okay, I'm going to go find myself a new place to get my news from.
Now, you and I were thumbing through all the channels on TV. We went one channel at a time. Remember?
Yes.
Remember that one?
Yes.
One day we went down the rabbit hole. Let's check out the channels, see what we got.
Yes.
And we came across that news channel.
Yes.
And for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. And we're like, oh my God, it's an actual, they actually sound trustworthy. They actually sounded trustworthy. What does that mean?
That they're good con artists? I don't know.
Sounded newsworthy.
Okay, so let me finish my sentence that I was saying. When you're looking for a news source, don't just consider your own agenda. You have to consider the agenda of the place you're looking at the news, whether it's on the radio or on TV or on the internet or wherever, because every source has their own agenda. And the best way to describe it is, if I'm looking for news about politics,
mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to whatever political party I'm interested in, which I'm not.
Well, you're not going to go to 18wheeltalk.com to get political news because we don't do that shit.
If I'm looking for news about food, I'm going to go to a network like, say, Food Network, or I'm going to go check out someone's blog about food.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna read about it.
I'm gonna go to
you're gonna go to the horse's mouth.
That's a good way to put it. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna go to someplace that's interested in food. I'm not gonna go to someplace that's interested in politics when I'm looking for food news.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say, Patrick.
I know, right? I'm agreeing with you.
Oh my God.
What?
But we do have options.
What? Wait. What?
What?
Whoa.
How bad is that?
Pull up.
Whoop, whoop.
My head's going poop, poop, with all this knowledge you're
Raise the
passing
roof. We're
along.
passing on knowledge. And my hair stayed up. Look at that.
What?
I touched it.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Oh, great. Now it's all over the place.
So I did find a couple news sources.
A couple.
6.
There's like 9 pages worth of shit here.
6 news sources.
I'm teasing.
That I felt gave a more open opinion of the news without going like down a rabbit hole of big business owned.
Okay.
Even though one of them is owned by a big business, the page that I directed it to is not that same as the rest.
Okay.
So let me start with that one because I'm talking about it.
All right.
Okay. So there will be links for this in the notes. This one is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
News to me.
Yes, there's going to be.
This just in. There'll be links in the show notes.
Okay, so the first one is on the WashingtonPost.com, and it's a page called The Monkey Cage. The best way I can describe it, having read The Monkey Cage, is
it's going bananas.
It's like the Washington Post without the Washington Post in it.
Yeah, like I said, they
it's
threw
a
out
very specific part.
They threw out the bananas.
It's highly educated people giving an analysis of issues at hand. The people that actually wore their brains to work that day.
Wait. No.
Yeah, they wore their brains to work.
Nobody does that.
Yeah, some people do.
No. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
All right. So what other resources did you do your research on?
You're going to like the name of the next one.
Okay.
Pew Research. Pew. Yeah. Not just political news. It's actually other like on the spot type news that they've done research on. Okay. Aon.
You know what I didn't see in here?
What?
TMZ.
Well, you're right. I don't have TMZ in there.
Because I get my news from TMZ.
I forgot to put them in there. I am so sorry.
I mean, how else am I going to find out about Lindsay Lohan?
I have no idea.
That's the only way.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
I'm sorry, baby.
I mean, how else did I find out about Tiger Woods crashing his car except for every goddamn news channel covered it?
And and we never did get the truth. But that being said, Aon is historical context on what you're seeing in the news.
That's AEON.
Yeah, and Pew Research is PEW research.org.
Yeah, I know I did that.
So
I don't know why I did that.
There's allsides.com, unbalanced news, unbiased balanced news, unbalanced news.
Unbalanced biased.
Unbiased balanced.
You might want to reread that one.
Allsides.com, unbiased balanced news.
There you go.
It's a glance at all the various sides of news. It shows you news from different sides.
A round of applause.
Oh, he's giving me a round of applause. Okay. Reason.com, which Patrick has none, is hard-hitting independent journalism.
You're going to choke on those words.
On a variety of subjects.
Hard-hitting independent journalism on a variety of subjects. Just not me.
It's me. Okay, you get the last one then. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't look at me like that. Truthout.org.
Yeah.
Nonprofit news organization that self-describes as journalism in the pursuit of justice.
They wore their Superman cape.
Providing independent reporting and commentary on a diverse range of subjects.
They wore their Superman cape.
Justice.
Pursuit of it.
Shoot justice in the American way.
So yeah, it's just.
I am Batman.
No, I am Batman. I wore his mask and I have a picture.
What?
Yeah.
What? No, I'm Batman.
So
big business is big business, and they're raping us.
They're definitely taking over America for people that are too blind to see.
Well, they're just smarter than the average bear. They know how to get the big bucks and not share.
But a lot of them
they got the picnic basket. You know what I mean, boo boo? I was waiting for you to catch on. Come on, catch up, honey. Catch up.
Trying to ignore it.
Catch up, baby.
They didn't so much have the brains. A lot of them were born with money and made use of the money.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
And hired, Maybelline's in the closet, and hired the right people to do the right job, and eventually just did corporate takeovers. Yeah. But there were some guys.
Well, that's what I want 18 Wheel Talk to do. I want us to build up and buy other podcast shows.
Why?
I don't know. It just sounded good.
Oh, okay.
I really don't want other podcast shows. I have hard enough time to keep track of this one. Amen. And we're diversifying. We're talking big business.
Yeah. And pugs.
Oh, we always talk about pugs because they interrupt us.
That's why it's called Pug Interruptus.
Hello. At least now they're quiet as a mouse.
That's because they're both under my feet.
Good place for them. Because if they're under my feet, I'd be stepping on them right now.
No, I got one under each foot.
Stepping on them.
Don't you step on our girls. He acts tough, but he loves them.
Oh, they're my babies.
I know. So
that's big business.
And there's really no way to stop it from taking over America. You just have to pay attention to where you get.
You just got to deal with it.
Like, I'm a big one on shop mom and pop stores. Go to mom and pop restaurants when you can.
Eat local, people.
Yeah, eat local, buy local. And that doesn't, yes.
And that doesn't mean local, like crazy local, but I mean local, like local stores.
And I realized,
John owns a store. Go to his store instead of Walmart's.
Well, and I'd started to say, I realized that big businesses like Walmart and Amazon and every place else gives jobs to people that need them.
I mean, they are a big part of the economy, no matter how you look at it, because it's not just one job. It's thousands of jobs.
Correct.
One order takes one person to pack it, one person to put it on the truck, one person to drive the truck to the location, another person to unload that truck, put it on another truck to take it to this. So and
by the time it gets to your door and gets stolen by the thief in the middle of the night, it's all good.
There's at least 8 people that are going to handle your damn package. And this is all during COVID.
That's why I made that face.
Like, what?
Oh my God.
I don't want to touch it now. Spray it.
Spray it. Quarantine it.
Sanitize it.
Quarantine, sanitize.
Give me the gloves.
Wipe it with bleach.
Give me the gloves. Anyways, that was nice talk. I like talking about big business and all the money that they got, and I don't.
We do try to buy from local companies.
We do our best.
And farm stands and that type of stuff. We try, but we still go to. I still shop at Kroger because it's and Walmart. It's convenient.
We pay for convenience, and that's simple.
And prices are hard to beat when you're on a tight budget. It's really hard to beat big box prices.
That's why. Again, we're paying for convenience. I mean, come on. Amazon started out with books, and he figured out a way.
I used to buy Amazon books.
When
it was books, I bought.
I know he built it to be what it is today. Where you order it today, you got it today if you order it early enough, because he's got pods everywhere in the United States.
Yeah.
I mean,
those people that can say, I've belonged to Amazon since they sold books from the beginning?
Yeah. I know.
Me.
Yeah.
I used to order books for myself, my sister, my mom.
I believe it. Like I said, that's how we got started.
Yeah.
And he found out that, people look at it. Hey, man, if you can get an item,
Amazon books basically put Barnes & Noble out.
Yeah.
Out of business.
Barnes & Noble. What's the other one?
I don't even remember.
What's the other book place?
They went out before Barnes & Noble did. There are a few Barnes & Nobles left.
Yeah, I know.
But not many.
What the hell's the other place?
I can picture it.
Started with a B also.
It was in the mall in Schenectady, Scotia.
Yeah.
Anyway. I can't think of it. Let's go on.
Yeah. So, brain fart.
Yeah. Amazon put them out of business. So all the big businesses, unfortunately, do put smaller businesses out of business because of pricing, and it's hard to compete.
But they do bring jobs.
But they bring jobs. So you just have to choose.
It's the good versus evil.
Yes.
Give and take.
But I disagree when it comes to things like corporate takeover on news, corporate takeovers on radio stations that were doing fine, and someone buys stock low and forces them to go out of business because that happens.
It does. Unfortunately, it does.
You know, when they
too bad I don't know how to do it. Because then we wouldn't be sitting here in our home recording a podcast. We don't own a studio.
We don't own a really nice studio.
I mean, come on. We'd be driving Jaguars and being chauffeured in the Bentley.
I don't want to be chauffeured. I want to drive fast myself.
Even caviar on a Ritz cracker.
Overrated.
Honey, I'm just kidding.
How about peanut butter on a Ritz?
Yeah, there we go.
Now we're talking my speed. How about peanut butter on a Ritz on a motorcycle?
No drip,
That's a good idea.
Peanut butter squeeze.
There's no such thing, is there?
I don't think so. I think we're patenting it.
Edit this out. Edit this out. We're going to patent that.
The peanut butter. What do I call it? Peanut butter press? No, it's not a press. It's a squeeze. Peanut butter squeeze. I'm sure they got peanut butter squeeze jars. They got jelly squeeze jars. Why not peanut butter?
Nobody thought of it.
I bet you they did. They just haven't figured out how to get the thick peanut butter out of the jar.
I know how. And I'm not going to say it on the air.
It's another topic for another time. We're done with big business, okay? Bye, everybody.
Bye. Sorry, we got sidetracked.
Anyways, thank you for joining us. Leave us a review.
Thumbs up, 5 stars, give us 5 comment, stars. Like, love.
Smash the like button on the video.
Tell us what you want to hear about.
Subscribe to the show. And hey, while I got you, before we actually go, we are supporting breast cancer. I told you I was going to get into this. And from now until the end of October, we are selling on our website 3 breast cancer support t-shirts. Go to the number 1, the number 8, wheeltalk.com, that little slashy thing, BC support. That'll take you to the booby support page on our website. You know, you can talk too.
Oh, okay.
You do realize that, right?
Yeah, I know.
But anyways, our goal is, tell them what our goal is, Janet.
To write a really big check for breast cancer support in October.
Yes.
End of October.
I am a firm supporter.
He's like a good bra.
If you want to carry me on your back for like a whole day, I can hold you up.
Nah, I don't. Yeah, no, not good. No.
Very interesting.
Okay, so
anyways, 18wheeltalk.com/BC support. There are 3 t-shirts there that we're selling.
They're really cool.
We are collecting the money to the end of October.
And then
we're going to tally it all up. We're going to pay the people that are making the t-shirts. Pay everybody we need to. Whatever's left over, we're going to cut it in half, and we're going to write us a big check for breast cancer research.
I don't like cutting money in half. Can we just split it evenly?
Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to 50% of the profits.
Had me worried.
From the t-shirt sales.
You're talking about cutting money in half.
We're going to donate to breast cancer research. Now, the reason why I say this is, if you have a local research company or breast cancer treatment facility or a cancer treatment facility that you want to
see us donate to,
well, not just that, but
support,
or, give them a shout out on the show.
Let us
email us at patrick@18wheeltalk.com,
and we will give them a shout out.
In the subject line, put shout out and tell us about it. In October, we're going to do we haven't figured out the logistics, how, when, where, what, but I want to do a breast cancer type of show that we can just ramble off a list of names and places and just bring awareness to a lot of things.
I would like to point out there will not be any pornograph. There
No.
will not be any naked women on the show with boobs showing.
Although
he would like to be the
although.
Hey, but Patrick.
Yes, dear.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I want to really, really, really want to.
You really want people to give us a review.
Yes, I do. I really want people to review us, but I also want them to buy breast cancer support T-shirts so that way we can help support breast cancer.
Yes.
That's all. We took our logo and turned the green pink, and the pink made the blue look purple. But so it's pretty cool.
It looks really nice.
And like I said, 50% of all the profits from the T-shirt sales from now until October 31st we're gonna donate 50% of them to breast cancer research. And I want your help. I need everybody's help. We can only do it if you help. And like I said, I want us to be known for something other than being idiots.
We want you to help us.
You.
We want you.
So please help support the boobies. Because I don't know about you. Everybody that was born had a titty in their mouth at some day or some.
He's always got to bring that up. That is like his favorite.
It's the truth. You were born, titty in your mouth. You gotta eat, right? That was the first thing they did. Breast milk, and then they found out. Well,
you know what that makes me think of, right?
Boobies.
No.
What? Breast milk. What?
The man thing.
That was another podcast.
It still makes me think. Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Anyways.
For you, if you haven't listened to it, it's another episode. Go back and listen.
Yes, please. Episode 20, I think.
Father's Day episode. You have to listen.
Go back and listen to that one.
Oof. Some breast milk.
Don't buy dad presents. Oh yeah.
Okay, so that being said,
thank you for everybody's support who has supported us in the past.
We love you,
present and the future, and we appreciate everybody that listens to us. Please leave us a review. Like us or hate us. Just give us a review. I'm sorry, there's going to be people that aren't going to like us, and we can't help it. All I want to know is if we made you laugh at some point of the show,
how and why?
And
if we hate us,
we did, give us a review. That's it. That's all I ask.
If you hate us, email us. Email him.
Yep. And then in the subject line, put hate mail.
Hate mail to Patrick.
I'll take it.
Then you can say, Janet really sucked the bacon.
Tag us on Instagram and Twitter. #18WT.
Why does Janet make funny faces all the time?
Yeah. Just hashtag us 18WT on Instagram and Twitter. I'm always on there.
Oh, and if you guys want to know why I do this face, it's because Patrick can't.
Go to YouTube. You'll see what she's doing.
Patrick can't.
That's right. And I don't care. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Turn it up.
Podcast from a 25-plus year truck driver's point of view on life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This is just his opinion of the world and much, much more.
Sparked a revolution, and it started in my heart. I used to be king of my own thing, but then he gave me a brand new start.